Right, so it's like helping them come to their own conclusions.
Yeah.
Right. So when it doesn't go according to plan, and
there's no guarantee that it will.
Yeah, when somebody
Necessarily.
sort of like reacts really badly to some of the techniques that you're using, how would you overcome that, and what sort of...
Well, it depends what it reacts badly to the... We need to probably try to be a bit more precise about what that means. So what might be the kind of reactions that people would have? Sometimes unexpected emotions might erupt, they might come to the surface.
Yeah.
Somebody might feel very angry about something, for instance.
Right.
That's happened to them. Or they might feel very angry because of the way they think about it. That's not necessarily a bad thing. That might mean that we just need to go, okay, like let's respond to these feelings which have erupted in you. There's obviously something that's really bothering you about this. How do we deal with that? So you might talk through that by staying in touch with the person and really letting them know that you're trying to understand. Not that you necessarily agree with everything that they're saying, but that you're really trying to understand. The other place where it might go wrong is if I decide to try to push something. Like if I go, aha, what you need is,
right,
and I try to push it. That might mean that I get some resistance or some frustration from the person, in which case part of my communication skill is to notice that and to pick it up and to go, oh, hang on, am I going a bit too hard here, is that too fast? And one of the things you might do is check it out with the person and go, I'm talking about this stuff because I think it's important and I've got this experience which suggests to me that it might be useful to you, but if you're not getting it or it doesn't sit right with you, we can talk about something else. So there are ways that you can check out what's going on with the person if you've established that communication in the first place.
Okay, so have these things sort of happened in your line of work as well?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I've had people explode about all sorts of things.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I suppose it's to be expected.
Some people are, some people have major mental illnesses. Often people, and one of the ones we come across, for instance, is a paranoid condition, and people with paranoid conditions are often very suspicious and angry, and sometimes it's really difficult to work with. You have to work really hard at communicating with people, because all they want to do is focus on the threatening beliefs that they've got that feel incredibly real to them.
Yeah.
So there's a really wide range of things that we're talking about.
So like in your profession, what would you say the sorts of communications skills you use are?
Well, I guess there's a few different ways we can talk about that. You can, counselling as a technology has tried to identify the toolkit, if you like. So we can talk about a whole lot of things like the kinds of questioning, leaving space in the conversation and all that sort of stuff. But you can also, the other side of communication is something that you do as a person, which actually allows that other person to know that you're really listening. And that's about taking time, but it's about intangible things that you can do. But they can still be identified and spoken about, but they're not so much toolkit things as the way you present yourself. Like if I was doing things here, that I could do things here that gave you the feeling that I was more interested in that phone call that's going to come in on my phone in the next 5 minutes than what you've got to say.
Then I will feel
and you would feel differently.
Pressed. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it's not only about what you do, but it's about how you make yourself present and how you make yourself available. As well.
So I want to be a counsellor or a psychologist or something along those lines. And
it's about working with people.
So
that's good.
If there's any sort of, like, what do you do on like a daily sort of basis with your clients?
Well, I'm actually the manager here now, so I don't do